Alright, next task in this extremely dark place is that broken engine mount. Remember from my other video, that thing just fell out. So problem is the bolts that normally hold it in are still in place. I've had to kind of wedge the spanner on the top to keep hold of it because it's spinning. I've managed to successfully do all that. I just need to undo the actual bolts now and then try and get this other mount in, which means you're going to have to try and, I don't know, put something in there like a crowbar and bend it down a bit and then get it in there, and then we can change these boots next after that. So let's see if we can get that off. Oh, there goes the washer. Oh, there goes my other thing. Alright, here we go. And we can pretty much hopefully get him over the top. He's coming. Nothing's ever simple on a Mini. It's wedged. Of course you're wedged. Why wouldn't you be wedged? Should probably have taken the bolts up first. There we go. There we got it. So we need to try and salvage these little bolts. I keep calling bolts nuts and nuts bolts, but yeah, you get it. So that was what's left of the mount. And this is what the new mount looks like. I hope you can see all this because I can't see what I'm looking at. But yeah, so we're going to try and get this back in the same way around. That's this top piece, but it looks it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Why is this? Not quite sure which way it goes in, but we'll figure it out. And then, okay, anyway, we've got to try and wedge him in like that. So let's see if we can somehow do that. We're going to have this view. I'm not sure what you can see. Everything's so sharp. What have we got to wedge it with? Absolutely nothing. Come along, let's just push this thing inside the car. So my advice is going to be shove him in back in there and then wedge him along. That's the way. Oh, it's learning. And try and get everything lined up. There we go. There we go. He's doing it. Professional bodger. Oh yeah. So after a bit of manhandling, you have to kind of force them into place like that. And as you can probably see, that I can't, there's some bolt holes there. Make sure they line up. Stick your bolts downwards through and the nuts on the bottom. And then this thing inside the car needs to sort of push through, which we'll have a look at now. Alright, apologies, it's very dark and dingy and dirty in here, but there be where it goes. Let's try and get this screwdriver in there. Let's try and make sure we get this all in the right position. We can hopefully get, where's that little mount gone? Get this thing, which is a little bit crusty. Could really do with cleaning it up. I'm going to clean this up real quick and then we're going to try and wedge them down through there and then put the nuts on the other end. Probably can't see what I'm doing. I've got a tiny bit of paint on the back end of this, still wet, yeah, just to stop it from hopefully rotting from the inside out. So next plan is to try and get this thing to line up, which might be a little harder than you expect. Anyone ever tells you rebuilding an engine on a Mini is hard work? They're lying. That's the hardest job in the world, so it turns out. That was an absolute ball ache trying to get that thing in. I know it's got a bit of random spot weld on here, ignore that. Finally got it in with a lot of fiddling, screwdrivers, wedging, all sorts of shit. So this subframe mount is in. Just need to tighten this thing up here, and then we can jump on to the next job, which is hopefully this. I don't know how I'm going to cram this into a short video, but I'm going to try. Anyway, you join me next with figuring out this crap. I mean, I'm probably going to put all the steering back out, aren't I? Right, bodgers, I'm doing the other side, and I actually need somebody's help for once. When I took the old mount off, these things came out with it, and I assumed they just snapped off. And now I'm starting to think they actually have a purpose. So, this looking thing, what do I do with it? You know, it's a bit tricky. So I got the other mount in, the new mount, and I assumed maybe this thing was like a spacer that would go like under here. Yeah, because it kind of hooks maybe on the back of here like this, and presses in. Problem is, then these bolts don't seem to be long enough to go through anything. And you know, like what would be the purpose of it other than to maybe protect this bit of rubber? Squish it in? Is that what I'm supposed to do with it? Am I meant to go in there like that, or is there like another, you know, like method for it, like this, or Well, it's not going to be that, is it? But you know what I mean? Give us a hand, guys, because this didn't come with the new subframe mounts. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to keep this piece. So yeah. Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to my channel as well while you're at it. Thank you.